Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. We're over here at H&W Pacific Emergency Vehicles manufacturing facility in Hillsboro, Oregon. And this is Mike Butler. Mike Butler is going to walk us around this brand new vehicle. It's literally come off the production line, hasn't had its bath yet. And let's take a look at some of the features that are available on this vehicle. So Mike, basically fill me in a little bit about the vehicle itself. Obviously it's for Gates Fire Department in Oregon.
Yeah, Gates Rural Fire District, which is east of Salem. They're a small rural department on Highway 22. They cover a lot of auto accidents, very severe collisions, so they needed a new rescue truck. They've been working out of a real old utility type vehicle, and so this is a year-and-a-half long project for them. They're anxiously awaiting the arrival of this vehicle. So
fantastic.
It's a real Christmas present for them, so they're waiting down there for the truck to arrive. This is a Ford F550 four-wheel drive chassis crew cab, and it has a 12-foot rescue body on it, fully extruded aluminum body. So like I said, it's a rescue, so this one's a non-walk-in, so
okay,
fully compartmentized.
All right. And you said it's four-wheel drive. It's also got a pretty serious winch up the front here.
It has a 12,000-pound Warren electric winch, and being a rescue and a lot of accidents where the cars go off the road, they've added additional tie points so they can do extrication, and so they have tie points at the front and rear.
Right. Now you also, on the roof of the vehicle, we have a Wheel and Liberty light bar, which is available on SIRENNET, as well as the Go Light product as well. Now you've mounted these on the light bar. Is there a reason for doing that?
It gives us a good mounting surface. Previously, we always mounted the lights on a box in the back of the light bar. But with the current Whelen design, it has a nice extruded body to it. Allows us a flat surface to mount the lights right up on top of the light bar. Very solid surface, and it saves us a lot of time and just makes for a much cleaner installation.
Great. Let's take a walk around this side of the vehicle. And you've also got Havas, these are Havas 110 lights, I believe, correct? Now, is there an onboard generator on this vehicle?
This has a hydraulically driven Sure Power generator.
Okay.
The generator is mounted in the body.
Right.
So it's PTO driven. They activate it when they arrive on scene. Runs the generator and the lights and outlets and
everything else.
Everything else.
Now, this vehicle itself, the actual rear area here, this was built by your guys here at the plant, correct?
We build everything from the cab back here at H&W. So
right.
We start from scratch, and that's all H&W construction.
And you've got your own paint shop, I believe,
yes,
as well?
We do.
Okay. And then inside here, you've got a variety of... Now this again is all built by yourselves, so you basically have a raw frame and then you build it up from the ground.
Correct.
And then you mount that frame directly on top of the vehicle chassis, whatever chassis you happen to be working on.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is the transverse compartment, so it opens to both sides. And this tray will actually slide either direction out the vehicle. They have a storage box up top. Up here they'll carry a Stokes basket. It's accessible from either side of the vehicle. When we get around the other side, you'll see that there is storage for backboards as well. This tray up here, they're going to use that for long tools, shovels, things like that.
Great. Let's take a look around this side. Now, as we mentioned earlier, the vehicle has not had its bath yet.
That's the generator right there with the controls.
And inside this area here, this is where you would normally store additional O2 bottles, is that correct?
Air pack.
Air pack bottles, okay.
So there's 3 spare air pack bottles on this truck. Plus on this particular unit we have a tie-off point for rope rescue. And that's tied directly to the frame and to the outside to increase the strength of the tie-off point.
Great. And again, more cabinetry area at the back here. These are obviously fixed by the sounds of it, but you can actually move these up and down depending if you need to do so.
Correct. You notice the LED lights in all our compartments now. That has become standard for us. It's just far superior lighting to the old pop-in lights.
Right, the old incandescent jobs.
Now, one other thing that the generator runs, and right now it's
not there.
Right. We have a Hurst 110-volt pump for the rescue system. So the hoses there in the back run up and through to another compartment to the reels for the rescue tools. So that pump will go in there, and that's run by the generator as well.
Right, which would always be the jaws of life, essentially, basically to
Exactly.
cut a vehicle open if they need a ride, because this is a rescue vehicle. And then at the back, you've got a roll-up door here. And obviously there's all the respective rescue
So they'll
tool
actually
equipment.
have two pre-connected rescue tools, so they won't have to switch between the two. They can actually run both tools, a spreader and a cutter at the same time. This has a roll-out tray as well. We have made some brackets here for their cutters and the various rescue tools that they will use.
Fantastic.
And then when the tools will actually be pre-connected, so they can just grab the tools and run with it.
Fantastic. And again, we also have the 110 Havas light heads mounted on the rear. This again to give exterior illumination when the need arises. And of course a variety of different light heads. In fact, in this case, these are 600 series wheel-in light heads. They're obviously stop, turn, reverse, brake light, and additional warning lights, as well as additional scene lighting and emergency lighting as well on the back. And I see you also have a chevron mounted on the back here again for additional protection of the crew.
All NFPA required striping.
Great. Well, Mike, I do appreciate you walking us around this vehicle and showing us some of the interesting features. Of course, let's go ahead and turn the lights on, see what it looks like then. Around it.
Now, one thing we're trying on this truck, and this is a thought I had, one of the problems we battle on any fire truck that has television on the front of cars.
Oh, okay.
So we wrap the extrusion on just up anywhere the light can hit.
Right.
So it has that protection, but you don't see it.
Oh, that's nice.
140,000, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right, for the whole package?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this compartment here, we're not completely done mounting it yet, but it's a compressed air foam system, a portable unit. They're even putting a microwave in here. We don't have it here. They're going to install it.
Yeah. Well, it's cold out on the...
They might be out for 2 hours in the dead of winter.
Right.
I hate stainless steel, and especially on a...
Well, we've raised the vehicle up inside the facility here, actually, on these hydronic lifts that we have here. And basically what I'm showing you here is these are ground lighting. There's a series of these ground lights have been placed right around the vehicle. The concept with the ground lighting is obviously to illuminate the vehicle around you so you can see the surface area around the vehicle itself. But also one of the other features is that if the vehicle is on the road at night and it's foggy, you're able to see road markings as well as the area around the vehicle as well. So it's definitely something worth taking a look at if you're wanting to purchase a H&W Pacific emergency vehicle or any fire service vehicle over at H&W Pacific. Well, I'll quickly step inside this vehicle here, and again we have a 200-watt wheel and siren amplifier and a variety of rocker switches which have actually been set up by H&W Pacific emergency vehicles. They got their label on it there, along with a radio supplied by the client. The box itself is a Havas product. Pretty straightforward, nice and neat, very functional. Well, there you have it, a brand new rescue vehicle coming out of the production plant at H&W Pacific Emergency Vehicles in Hillsboro, Oregon. It's actually going to be going to the Gates Fire District, which is in Oregon. I'm Stuart, and as always, many thanks for watching SIRENNET Television.